6 to 9. You're about to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the worksite, it's the Matt and Liam podcast. Matt and Liam podcast.
G'day there, podcaster.
Fun big debate today. I know some people like the big debate, others hate it. But
No, I think since we got rid of the jury and we just made it the text line, I think it's freshened it up, and I tend to hope people would agree. In fact, if you've got an opinion on whether or not the debate's been freshened up for you, I'd love for you to do a post in the Ben and Liam Alpha Squad.
It certainly helps when you've got something actually solid to talk about as well. Because we try and make it like of the week, and sometimes you're like, well, nothing's happened. Like, what are we going to debate on?
Yep.
But yeah, that's coming up pretty soon. Also, you're going to hear a brand new radio station, which we launched. Ben, it's come to our attention that there's a community radio station in Adelaide called 3D who have a prison request show. So prisoners listen in and they request songs, that sort of thing.
Okay, to Shelley, can I say hello to the boys in HDU? I think it's 4. And can I please get Sugar Boom Boom? I'm Chasing Dragons played. Okay, here is Sugar Boom Boom with Chasing Dragons.
Sugar boom boom, I'm chasing dragons.
That's actual audio from that radio show.
Someone told me about it, and I was like, that's not a real thing. And we listened in and we're like, oh my God, it's a real thing. But you know what?
Someone in Yatla requested Sugar Boom Boom.
Just need some Sugar Boom Boom to get me through my sentence. And look, but we're thinking, you know what, great concept. And there's obviously a lot of prisoners out there.
Yep.
And I don't think it should be a show. I think it actually should be its own station. Like, imagine if there was a prison FM. Let's tune in.
That was Jailbreak from AC/DC. Don't get any ideas. It's Prison FM. You're here with Tony playing all the hottest hits to get you through your sentence. Got a text here from Worm in Yatla. Shout out to the K-boys. Darren, I'm going to stab you in the yard today, you mutt dog. Thanks, Worm. Hey, don't forget, get your guesses in for our 50K mystery voices. I love crime. You get it right? 50 large going right up your prison wallet.
Your incarceration station, Prison FM.
Got a call here from T-Bone. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Tony. I didn't do it.
That's what they all say here on Prison FM. Anyway, let's get your guesses. I love crime. We know voice 1 is Jeffrey Dahmer and voice 3 is Ivan Milat. We just need voice 2.
Yeah, well, look, he used to be my cellmate. Is it Chopper?
Oh, no, unfortunately not, T-Bone. Thanks anyway.
Nah, I didn't do it, Tony.
Sure you didn't, T-Bone. Anyway, this one's going out to Craig, celebrating his 20th year in C-Block after committing a double homicide at a prominent nightclub in 2002. It's Sophie Ellis-Bextor, Murder on the Dance Floor on Prison FM.
It's murder on the dance floor. You better not feel the mood. You're locked up, so keep it locked on. Prison FM.
Snitches get stitches here on Prison FM. You're with Tony, and well, now it's time for another one of these.
Clink Classics.
That's right. Get your requests in on 1-800-SHANK. We're joined now by Big Dave at Port Augusta Prison. You'd like to request a Clink Classic.
Yeah, g'day, Tony. This one goes out to me, Mrs. Charlene. It's our anniversary, and we've been married 28 years. You get less for murder. I would know, because I killed my brother with a crowbar.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, honey, we only got 1 week until that sweet, sweet conjugal visit, and I can't wait to and I'm gonna and then I'm gonna and don't forget, here's a little number to get you in the mood, sweetheart.
Well, sorry for any sensitive ears out there listening to Prison FM.
Thanks, Tony. I didn't do it.
When I get that feeling, I want sexual healing.
Sit back, relax, and reflect on your heinous crimes.
I'm stuck in Folsom Prison.
Prison FM.
And time keeps dragging on.
Swim with the kids or swim with the turtles. Make up for missed holidays and plan your family getaway at whatif.com. What if it's Aussie for travel?
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
This 610 quiz, very simple. We got 5 questions. You get them all right, you get to choose the next song we play this morning. We've got 2 amazing Friday songs lined up for you. If you want to play, 13 24 10 is our number.
Yeah, there are still a few phone lines free. Jason Gall, you're driving all the way to Melbourne this morning, mate. How far in are you?
Just past Tailem Bend.
Oh, a while to go then. Well, we're going to start dropping out soon, so you might have to jump onto the podcast.
Are you listening via the Nova Player?
No, I've still got reception.
All right, well, yeah, download the app so you can keep listening to the rest of the show.
Are you going to download the Nova Player?
Yeah, I've already got the Nova Player. I'll be switching over as soon as the cat's out.
We'll pay you later for that, Jason. Thank you.
Very good, mate.
All right, let's kick into this quiz. It's International Dog Day today, so happy Dog Day to the dogs. Can you name any dog from a TV show or movie, Jason?
Can I say Bluey?
You can say Bluey. It would have also accepted Beethoven, Lassie, or Santa's Little Helper. Okay, South Australia's oldest woman turns 110 today. She still goes to the gym every damn week. Never skips leg day. Where on your body are your triceps?
Triceps would be your arms.
That is correct. Noses anatomy. The Wallabies are taking on South Africa at the Adelaide Oval tomorrow night. What sport am I talking about right now, Jason?
It'd be rugby union.
Do you give a rat's, Jace?
Sorry?
Do you care about that sort of code? I certainly don't.
Oh, yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, right. I must admit, I had no idea that the Wallabies, who are like our Australian team, I had no idea they were playing.
Yeah, I'm catching up with some mates for dinner tomorrow night. And they're like, I've gone to Wallabies before. You keen? I'm like, no. I'll see you at dinner. Okay, the Telstra ad where the kid asks how the Great Wall of China was built has been remade with the same kid as an adult now. Is nasi goreng a rice dish or a noodle dish?
Nasi goreng. That's rice.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. This guy's been to Bali. All right, you're going to go 5 for 5, Jace. For a first-timer doing the quiz. This is damn good. We're going to need your singing voice. Snoop Dogg and Eminem are performing together at the MTV Video Music Awards. Can you finish these classic lyrics?
When the pimp's in the crib, ma.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Got the rollie on my arm and I'm pouring Sean down and I'm the best.
Thanks for not
I
singing
got
the
it
next
going
bit,
on.
Jace. Otherwise, we could have had a problem on our hands. All right. Well, you are in the draw for Nova's First Class and 50K. You also get to pick the next song we play. Now, keeping in mind, it's a Friday, so it really is... The weekend is resting on your shoulders here.
And I think you've got 2 good choices. You've got Liam's song this morning.
That'll get you warmed up for the clubs in Melbourne. Or would you like Ben's song?
All you wanna do is ride and ride.
What are you feeling, Jace?
Let's go choice number 1.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was an Eiffel 65 kind of day.
Hope you're having a pod blast with the podcast.
Adelaide mum Courtney Taylor had to make a very awkward call to 000 yesterday when she found her toddler's head stuck in a potty seat. She joins us now. Courtney, how's little White today?
He's perfectly fine.
Okay, good. Good to hear. In the photos, he looked totally fine.
He looked like he was chilling.
Yeah, he looked very happy. But how did he get his head stuck in the potty in the first place, Courtney?
So we're moving stuff, so everything's going to storage, and there's, a lot of stuff packed up next to his cot, and I put him to bed thinking he was going to go to sleep, and he was quiet, and then he just started crying, so I went in there and checked up on him, and he had the potty seat stuck on his head.
Yeah, right. And so you obviously tried to get it off yourself. It was stuck on there pretty good. How long did it take you to sort of start panicking and call 000?
As soon as it wasn't coming off, we called them straight away because everything was packed. We had no screwdrivers, no nothing to get it off.
So what is that? Is that police, fire, or ambulance? What, when they gave you the option, what did you go for?
My mum literally said, I don't know.
Bring everything.
Bring all 3.
No, I don't know, though. This doesn't help us.
And so what turned up? Like, who came?
Fire brigades and ambulances with lights and sirens.
Yeah, right. So that's the thing. Obviously, they've got like jaws of life. They can cut people out of cars, but they'd need something far more delicate if they're trying to cut around a toddler's neck. What sort of instrument did they have? Was it just some special scissors or something?
No, they literally just used a screwdriver.
Oh, right.
okay.
Oh, yeah. So you probably could have gone to Bunnings, really.
Oh,
Maybe
it
I'm
was
getting
so
the-
embarrassing.
The jaws of life out going, I don't get to use this very often.
Yeah. You're like, is that really necessary? No, trust me. We've had lots of training.
Did the emergency services see the funny side of it, Courtney?
Oh, yeah, they were laughing.
Okay.
This is a lot of fun. Big waste of time, though. That's a $5,000 fine. And like that's the thing, because kids, they sometimes they call their parents like poo heads and that sort of stuff. Like you're going to get to call White poo head for the rest of your life, and then you'd be like, go on, tell your friends why we call you poo head.
Hey, Courtney, thanks for joining us this morning, and all the best for keeping his head out the toilet in the future.
No worries. Thank you so much,
See
guys.
ya, Courtney.
Might have to put one of those like dog cones on his head for just his formative years, just so he doesn't make the same mistake again.
You're either in one of two camps. You're either going, I love that. I'm all about Elton John reworking his classics. Or you're sitting there thinking, Elton John should just retire.
Well, that's why we're having the big debate.
It's a debate, a big debate. Who will win medallion?
Ben and I are going to say our piece. We're both going to go head to head. It's up to you to decide who you think wins. 0400 919 919 is where you can text in as a part of the jury. Now, only yesterday I was saying that Elton John should retire, but now I've had time to mull it over.
Yeah.
I think he shouldn't. I just got the raw end of the stick, to be honest, on what to debate. This happens sometimes.
I can see both sides of the argument, though.
Yeah, there's definitely both sides.
I'm the one saying that Elton John should retire. Liam, yep, you're saying that he shouldn't.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, we got 45 seconds on the clock this morning.
Yeah, right. A little longer.
Is the floor mine?
Ben, take it away.
Ever heard the expression flogging a dead horse? Well, that's exactly what Elton's doing to his own music. Mate, you're a 400-year-old multi-millionaire. Retire and sail off into the sunset on your private super yacht with your harem of beautiful men and your husband, John. Put your solid gold false teeth in and eat beluga caviar and white truffle every day for the rest of your days. There's no denying that you're one of the greatest musical minds to have ever lived. But you should be in an old folks' home, going to bed at 4 p.m. and playing lawn bowls with Bruce McAvaney, not releasing music with Britney Spears. It's not the 80s anymore, Elton. The world has moved on, and so should you. You're one slip away in the shower from the grave. I think you should have stopped performing when you started putting the hernia pillow on your grand piano seat.
Yo. Very sad if Elton did slip over. I do hope he's got non-slip mats in all of his rooms. He's definitely at that age where you'd need to make sure he's got a bath mat. You can't, like, I can get away with running across the tiles and brushing my teeth, but not Elton. No, you'd want to be careful there. Well, look, you made some very valid points, Ben, but I'm saying no way. Losers retire early. Winners never stop that hustle. At this point, Elton's like a flamboyant, Gucci-clad vampire sucking the lifeblood out of younger artists. But you know what? It's working for him. I love Elton's new stuff. I mean, when Rocket Man was released in 1972, I think most people thought, yeah, good, but not great. Wouldn't it be cool if 50 years later we blended it in with 3 other songs and chucked Dua Lipa on the top of it? Now, that's a hit. Cold Heart's had over 1 billion streams in less than a year. We've already played his brand new one with Britney 3 times this morning. At this rate, it'll reach 1 billion streams by Wednesday. Say what you want about Elton, but he's still standing better than he ever did. Sucking Dua Lipa's lifeblood, probably still off his lid. So there's 2 sides to every story.
I think we both made a lot of valid points.
Yeah. Well,
I am pretty curious to see what the jury decides this morning. And the best thing is, that's you that gets to decide. 0400 919 919. What do you reckon?
If people say that Elton should retire, do we bar the song?
No, we'll still play it. We don't get a say in that. But having said that, I do genuinely think the song's okay.
It's not bad.
I just think that he needs to retire because he's getting so old.
Okay, Producer Bell, are we going to stop the count here?
Let's stop it now.
Okay, all right.
Okay, officially winning today with 60%.
I genuinely don't know what the jury's going to say.
Nail biter.
Well, actually, I'll let this text do the talking. Someone said, Liam, you just suck today. Lol.
I didn't
Ben,
mean
you
suck.
win.
I had a musical element.
A big debate. We now have the winner.
I thought we said we were going to block my dad on the text line.
Ben and Liam. Dopamine for your ears.
Second chance, second chance, second chance.
Second chance talk back on your radio.
sometimes if we like something so much the first time, we'll just go, hell, why don't we do it again? Yesterday we were talking about how this couple got together after she fell asleep on this random stranger's shoulder on the bus.
Yeah, and we're saying it's nice that in a day and age of people meeting on Tinder, which is also fine, but it's just kind of boring.
Yeah.
We were looking for like Hollywood romances, the ones where it's like you drop an apple and then he picks it up and gives it back to you.
Yeah, 13 24 10 if you've had one. We had some great calls yesterday.
I went shopping at my local Woolworths and he was stocking the Cokes and the Fantas. Started talking and we've been together now for 9 years and 4 years married.
Oh my God.
So I was out in the city with some friends and we were at a bar having a great time. Then I started to have an altercation with another male.
Okay.
I was drinking my vodka raspberry and I threw my drink, but I totally missed the guy that I was aiming for. And I got the guy that I married with 2 kids.
I met mine through a online game called Gario. I've known him for about 5 years and we hooked up about 1.5 years ago.
Used to work at McDonald's in the drive-thru, slipped my number into her bag.
No.
And then, that was about 5 years ago and we're engaged and have a kid now.
Smooth as hell, the Macca's worker there. We're joined now by Nathan in Salisbury. How'd you meet your partner?
Hi, Ben and Liam. I actually met my partner at school, but not the traditional way.
Okay.
She actually taught me in Year 9. She taught me history and geography.
Hold the phone. Your partner was your teacher?
That's correct.
How? Okay, so what's the age difference?
There's actually a 10-year age gap between us.
Yeah, right.
And
okay.
so how did you end up getting with your teacher? Like, at what point after you left school was it?
So I was actually 20 going on 21.
Yeah.
And we sort of crossed paths through a mutual friend. And we hung out with other friends pretty much all summer. And then she came to my 21st. And then shortly after that, we started dating in February.
Right. And how often do you roll out the old, she was actually my teacher to people at dinner parties? Because I can imagine that would get pretty weird sometimes.
Well, it's a great story to tell because you've got the two questions of how did you meet your partner and how did you get to know your partner? And obviously they're two different stories. So it's always fun to tell it that way.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad at least you were over 20 by the time you got together. Otherwise, that'd be a bit problematic.
Yeah, definitely.
Ali from Murray Bridge. What about yourself? How did you meet your partner?
Hi, guys. So I was renting a private rental in Murray Bridge and there was a business behind me and he was my landlord and he said to one of his workers one day, I think she's single. And so I had this guy knock on my door. I didn't know who he was. And he said, well, you probably don't know me, but I work for this guy. And would you like to go out on a date? And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I might as well. It's not going to hurt. So went out, had the best night ever. And yeah, we are now married, 3 years on. Been together for 5 years, and we've got a little 2-year-old. So things are going really well.
That's the end of that sweet. There's parts of that story that are cute, other parts not so much. Like the Lord of the Land was like, peasant, ask that fair maiden if she were to dine with me this evening. Jodie, good morning. You've had a bit of a busy week as a mum.
Yeah.
It's obviously book week. A lot of costumes need to be made.
Hey, guess who invented Book Week?
Who?
Satan. And he did it to punish all the parents who are already busy with work and kids and just trying to keep their head above water.
Yep.
So there's two types of parents, I believe. There's the parents that froth over Book Week, like just go, what a beautiful creative opportunity to teach the children all about dressing up. And then there's the oddie parents. And I rocked up to childcare on Monday and walked in and I went, oh, for fun's sake, it's Book Week. And my child's just wearing normal clothes.
Oh, no.
So as punishment, they made me put on like a hungry caterpillar hat because I was wearing a green jacket and took a photo. Anyway, oh, God. And so the next morning I was like, right, childcare, I'm going to put her in a crocodile outfit.
So you can, sorry, just forgive my
Yeah, go
naivety.
on.
You can, so they dress up every day or you can choose when they dress up?
At childcare, it's every day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So,
Do rich kids come with different costumes each day? Or like, how does it work? Like,
and so the second day I was like, I'm going to put her in a crocodile outfit. She didn't want a bar of it. And I was
Yeah.
like, wear it and love it.
Yeah.
And so the two eldest ones are going today. One I got like a yellow. Well, so I did the Kmart run.
Yep.
I was like, last night, did it.
Yep.
It's on today.
Yep. Yeah.
Kmart run. Guess what's on the shelves?
What?
Nothing.
oh, of course, because everyone's got the same idea.
Yeah. And so I just got a yellow T-shirt and said, wear some overalls, you're a minion.
Oh, Mum.
Here's some goggles.
What a lame costume.
And because the whole theme this year is dreaming, I said to Summer, what do you want to be? And she's like, a ballet dancer. I'm like, perfect. You've got heaps of ballet outfits in your cupboard. Go for it.
Yeah.
Go your hardest.
Or you can be an ice hockey player. We've got plenty of that stuff.
I don't want this to be too harsh, Jodie, but I reckon you could be Adelaide's worst book week mum.
Happily take it and own it and run with it. Don't care.
The energy I'm getting from you is you're a bad book.
I'm horrible.
How old's your youngest?
She's 2.
Yeah, she would know as well. Yeah.
Liam and I have been talking to the book week mums, and they're all saying that Jodie's the worst book week mum.
There's a book week mum group chat that every mum in Adelaide's in.
It's a WhatsApp group.
Yeah. Why don't we try and find Adelaide's best book week mum this
go on
morning?
then, just to rub it in.
Maybe they could give you some pointers. I don't know. We're looking for a mum who's like driven to the other side of town because they didn't have that particular ribbon in 3 of the spotlights in the area.
You've put in all this effort.
Yeah.
Why not have a little humble brag on the radio this
Maybe
morning?
you pulled an all-nighter just to get the best costume in the schoolyard ready.
Are you trying to say there's mums out there who let their children go as what they actually want to be from a book? Is that what happens?
And you know what? Just to sweeten the deal, we will throw in a family pass to the Royal Adelaide show for Adelaide's best book week mum.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Imagine that. You pick them up and they've already got the best costume in the schoolyard, then you go, boom, we're also going to the Royal Adelaide show.
I like saying book week mum, but we would also accept book week dad.
Oh, yes.
If you're a dad that's put in a lot of effort and, you're out in the shed and you have the power tools out maybe, I would also accept that.
Yeah, okay. Book week mums and dads, we're looking for the best. Who went the extra mile this week? Charmaine from Mount Barker. You think you're the best?
Yeah, I had 2 kids that absolutely determined to be a clown and Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. So did the early morning trip prior to work. Yesterday, made sure that I was down there before they opened and was literally banging on the door like, I need these 2 costumes. You must have them. And, yeah, she was brilliant. Amazing.
And so what did that set you back for 2 costumes higher?
Well and truly over $120 odd. It was ridiculous.
It's a bit much, isn't it?
Don't even start me on the expensive book week.
Yeah.
Also, hiring costumes, $60 a pop. What?
Do you reckon Spotlight are like, well, here comes book week. Up 70% on every costume possible. Rach in Hallett Cove, do you think you're Adelaide's best book week mum?
Oh, mate, I've got to be up there. A little bit of recognition for the effort, I reckon.
Yeah.
We started prepping about a month ago. I reckon I called about 23 different stores looking for this one particular one because I've got a kid that doesn't want to be one of the central characters. She wants to be one of the awesome background ones, which I love. I love that. Oh my gosh, it made it harder.
So, I mean,
just go for one of the popular ones.
We're talking about Harry Potter. Doesn't want to be Ron.
We
doesn't
are,
want to be Hermione. Doesn't want to be Harry. What does your kid want to be? Wants to be Ginny.
Ginny.
Okay. So you needed to find Ginny's specific wand. I love the franchise, the books, the whole works. I wouldn't be able to tell you. If someone threw Ginny's wand at my face, I wouldn't be able to tell you if it was a twig or Ginny's wand.
Is Ginny so obscure you had to put a placard around
Yeah, Ginny.
their neck?
Remember
Say
Ginny, Ron's younger sister? Had a bit of a scene in the second film, not much after that.
Rachel, you're definitely in the lead at the moment. Let's see what Belinda's got in Teachery Gully. Good morning, Belinda. Are you Adelaide's best book week mum?
Oh, I can't say I don't try pretty hard most
All right, what'd you do?
but I shaved my son's head so it looked like Thor. You know, in Ragnarok, where he's got those little sort of shaved lines.
Yeah.
And then my daughter went as Harlequin right down to the baseball bat and the fishnet stockings.
Yeah, right. So
you sent your daughter to school with fishnet stockings and a baseball bat.
Did the other mums did you catch them talking behind your back as you were walking past? Oh, she's shaved his head.
Well, look, I did have to escort her to school so I could keep the baseball bat because I don't think that was allowed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm curious, are you popping her in the best or the worst book week, Mum?
Yeah.
Is she with me or is she...
You know what, though, Belinda? I mean, if it's what your kids want, you've just fulfilled the request.
Yeah.
So I think that's in a good category.
Crystal, is that you?
Yeah, that's me. Hi, guys. How's it going?
Very good, thank you. What did you send your kid as?
So we sent our kid as the Cars costume, and we got the whole family involved to cut cardboard out and construct it. My father-in-law's a cabinet maker. He did that bit. We got my husband to install the lights because he's an electrician.
Oh, my God.
And we got me to basically do all the decal work and stick it on, and then
My little boy did all the wheel work
So
with the spray paint can.
was
He
it
went crazy.
Lightning McQueen, the red car?
It was Lightning McQueen. That was his choice of character.
And the headlights on his costume worked.
Yep. So, well, it was like a car that you stood in and then you put them over your shoulders and you drove it around.
That is wild. I mean, it sounds like a little bit of a fire hazard, but apart from that, wild.
So you
Yeah, it was really
literally built your child a car.
Crystal, I
We
think
literally built him a cardboard car that he
Wow.
you got to
walk
hold
around and
yeah.
light up.
Yeah, hold there, because I think you're a shoo-in for this family pass. Unless Dominic in Happy Valley thinks they're the best. Dom, what have you done?
Basically they wanted the best outfit, so I got one from Queensland, one from Melbourne. Cost me $400 to get them over here.
What?
But they were very happy.
What did they go as?
One went as Freddy Krueger, which was really realistic.
A realistic Freddy Krueger.
That's what he wanted.
The monster who is burnt with steam and kills children in their dreams. That
That's
same
exactly
one.
what he wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. So that's what I did for him.
Yeah.
And then my daughter wanted to be, of course, Harry Potter.
Mm.
And the realistically thing was that you can actually buy the mask and all.
Oh, so like a movie quality Harry Potter mask.
Yep, the whole lot.
Gee whiz.
Whoa.
Well,
Wow.
Tom, thanks for joining us. Look, we've only got one family pass out for grabs. I think what we've got is the a lot of effort both ways. One more spent the money. The other, there was a bit of elbow grease involved.
Yeah.
Don't know about you guys, but I think I'm going Lightning McQueen.
I think so too.
so.
Crystal will send you and the kids along to the Royal Adelaide show.
Woohoo, thank you.
Hey,
Well done,
no
Crystal.
worries. Well done. That is amazing. Made Jodie look really bad.
Yeah, thank you so much for Book Week shaming me this morning. It's been fun.
Hey, only 365 days till next year, Jones.
Hope you're having a pod blast with the podcast.
We are joined now by producer Belle.
What's trending?
Trending all over the internet. Twitter.
Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Hey guys, well, do you remember this ad?
Dad, why did they make the Great Wall of China?
That was during the time of Emperor Nazi Goring, and it was to keep the rabbits out.
Stone Cold classic.
Iconic. Well, that was 17 years ago, 2005.
That was 17 years ago.
Yep.
If you told me that was last year, I would have believed you.
You know what? I reckon they ran it for at least a decade. I reckon they knew everyone loved that ad and they were using it for a long time.
Yeah, 'cause it was gold. Well, like I said, 17 years ago. So the ad, the kid in that ad, little Danny, he's what, 10 there?
Nah, he'd be younger than that, I reckon.
Well, he has come back. Telstra have brought little Danny back, who is now an adult, for pretty much this same ad.
Uncle Dan, why did they make the Great Wall of China?
I was told once that it was to keep the rabbits out. Too many rabbits. But it was actually built to protect Emperor's territories.
And what about the pyramids?
That was for the views. Great views of Egypt from the top. It was known as the Great Pyramid Scheme.
It is to promote their new Wi-Fi being available to everybody. And as you can see, he's now the uncle and he's pretty much doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, and that's the bit of the ad that I genuinely love, because obviously an ad's to advertise their product, and the kid in the back, when he says the pyramids line, is in the back on his iPad and he's connecting to the Wi-Fi, which is now a phone box, and he's Googling what are the pyramids.
And he gets the answer.
It's actually a very good ad.
They're going to be bringing back everyone now. My head went that way, my legs went that way. That kid's going to get it. Jan's still not going to be happy. She's going to get another run.
And Meghan Markle's new podcast. If you didn't know, it was released only just 2 days ago. It has now topped the charts as #1, and it's taken over Joe Rogan's podcast.
Wow.
Now, the Joe Rogan Experience, his podcast, has been #1 on the Spotify US podcast charts forever. Meghan has released her podcast just 2 days ago, like I said, and she's overtaken him. He even had Mark Zuckerberg on.
How do you know whether someone's real or not?
We try to make sure that we know who the admin of that page is. You should be able to run an anonymous
I don't even
page.
know
You
if
don't necessarily need to.
Mark Zuckerberg's real, to be honest with you. I think he's a lizard man. Have you seen those photos of him with his legs walk forward?
Yeah,
you know, when
I
you,
think it's all Photoshop.
No.
It's not Photoshop.
Normally your
There's video.
shins swing behind your knees. His swing forward. Like,
I've done it lots of times, and I've shown Liam, if you Google Mark Zuckerberg knees, they don't bend the right way.
Nah.
I think it's tall poppy syndrome. You know, he's created Facebook and everyone goes, well, he's not real. Like, come on.
He's weird.
Sorry, he's a lizard. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
And finally, if you let your kids stay home from school, well, you may now face court time. The SA government are bringing into action, basically court action against parents who let their kids stay home from school, or if your kid just doesn't rock up, i.e. bit of wagging.
Ben, your parents would be doing 20 to life if that rule was in back in the day.
You'd be throwing away the key. I got days off for everything. So what, they're saying they're going to charge parents if you give your kid a day off?
Well, yeah, because you're keeping them home. You're not letting them get their education.
I learned more at home than I did at school.
Did you learn at home? What, you watched The Simpsons?
I learned how to build a fence. Can you
How's
build a
that going?
fence? Can you build a fence? Doing great.
I can build a fence.
No, you can't. You can't build a fence.
I could build a fence if
You
I wanted.
couldn't build a fence.
To be fair, Belle, I don't think you could build a fence. I don't think I could either, but I think if anyone was building fences around here, I'd probably be getting this guy to do it.
Alrighty, folks, it's time for the Ben and Liam meat tray.
Every damn week we give away a meat trade to the best caller of the week. Before we get to that, I'd like to give an honourable mention to the woman who saw a UFO.
My girlfriends and I came home late one night from clubbing. We all had our head down getting out of the car and the whole sky lit up. We saw this spaceship taking off, all looked at each other and never spoke about it again.
Bloody spaceship above us. Not going to talk about that. It seems weird that they wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Maybe they were just so rocked by the whole experience. I don't know. But our best caller is walking away with a big old meat tray thanks to Handorf Gourmet, located in Royal Park, open from 7:30am and serving the finest quality meats.
Hang on, so it's Handorf Gourmet, but it's in Royal Park.
It is a bit confusing, but don't let it confuse you because the meat is top notch. I'm looking at this. This is some of the best patties I've ever seen. I mean, these 12 snags right here in front of me. My goodness.
Yeah.
Not to mention the Cabana sticks.
So I'm going to Royal Park to go to Handorf Gourmet.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it's actually closer, so it's easier to get to.
Gotcha.
When you think about it.
Yeah.
Our best caller this week is Maddy in Evanston South, who was telling us about the break she had from her marriage.
Took a break for 6 months, got back together, and marriage never been better.
Did you get up to anything in your break?
Went to Taekwondo.
Was Taekwondo code for like...
Was it code or were you actually doing Taekwondo?
Look, the instructor was sexy, but it was Taekwondo.
Maddy. Unbelievable. Thank you for joining us. Marriage still going well?
Thank you. Yes, he's laying next to me. We just woke up and bloody loving it. Thank you very much, boys.
How good's that? Hey, what level did you get up to? What belt were you in Taekwondo?
I think I just got up to green. It wasn't very impressive at all.
I was a one-stripe yellow, so you did better than me.
There you go.
Hung up the boots when I
Might
was
have to
7.
meet you in the car park.
Does it go white, then it goes yellow, then it goes green, and then brown?
Yeah, it goes like tips, like white to then white, yellow tips, and yellow to then yellow tip,
Yeah, nice.
What's below black belt? Is that brown?
Brown, I think.
I don't know, to be honest. I'm not that good.
I feel like a lot of people quit at white and yellow and stuff, but you can't quit as a brown belt when you're that. You know what I mean?
No.
It's the worst colour to have. Like I feel like you could just coast your way through all the colours, but when you get to brown, you want to be training 8 times a week so you can get the black.
The ultimate number 2.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Well, Maddy, you said you're in bed. You got your partner next to you. If you can just open up the window, we will fire the meat tray straight to you. Okay?
Oh, consider the blinds going up.
All right, here we go.
All right, Maddy, I know you know Taekwondo, so don't punch through the pork knuck. See if you can grab it.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. It's coming. She's a-coming.
Oh, gosh.
Did you get it?
You've got him.
Oh.
You've got him. It's landed on him.
Oh.
But I'm going to get it.
Oh, so sorry, Maddy.
Sorry about that.
We've meted your husband.
Oh, sorry for putting my meat all over your husband. Sorry. Oh, dear me. Anyway, clean him up. Have a barbecue this weekend on us. Thanks for being the best caller of the week, Maddy.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.